welcome back to the Aggravation Nation. Today, John's Island is much closer to Pubnico, as you might be able to tell over me here. You can see the point. I can actually still, the way the wind's blowing, I can still hear the traffic on the main road, which is about a couple kilometers from me right now. Today we got my trusty pal Waylon, and the Aggravation is dead low water. If you don't remember, there's a video I shot at the beginning of the summer where my boat went over this little, I don't know, ledge I call it, I guess. But that was at high tide, and at low tide I had to come through there, way over, and then come around all these ledges. It was quite stressful because at one spot there's only a foot of water, but I made it. It's dead low water, it's coming up, and me and Waylon are gonna walk the shoreline here. And hopefully we find some buoys, some cool finds. God knows, you know, whatever the tides may bring us. Anyway, we're gonna get walking. Today I don't have my shoes, so I'm gonna walk in my overalls or chest waders. And yeah, tag along. So right now, we're the closest we can get to Pubnico on this island. And that's why I chose this location today, because with the fall coming, we're nearly October and the weather gets more unpredictable. So I've decided, unfortunately, this might be our last video visiting an island. It probably is, because I don't feel like making the treacherous journey all the way across Lobster Bay. And so it's just a close place that, you know, I can come to. Anyway, Waylon's loving it by himself down here. So I don't bring them along for the big far ones. Not sure why, it's just my preference. I'd rather leave them home than worry about them getting into something and me being so far from land. So anyway, I'm gonna keep trucking and we'll see you in a bit. So right here we have an old wood lobster crate. They haven't used those in about 30 years. But all this debris is just a wood, driftwood. So a little fun fact about this island while I'm walking. This island was actually for sale not too long ago. And it sold after, I think, a year being on the market. Not sure to who, but whoever it may be, he's got a beautiful island. I guess somebody was tired of having their pillow. Hard to say, but weird. So now, me and Waylon have traveled to the exact opposite end of the island, the southern end. And just for reference, we started at Pubnico, that's Woods Harbor, but I'm happy to report we stumbled upon most of the buoys on this end of the island. Right here I'm going to turn around because I can't see there'll be too much more going on this side, but I'm excited to report that I got 3 high flyers. I love it. Even though they're sitting in my backyard right now, I love it, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so got all the buoys from the southern end and 3 high flyers, 2 which are identical, which I've never seen before. I'm out of breath. I'm making my way back. It's gonna take me probably an hour, but if I can get them all in one go, that's even better. Now I only got like 5 or 6 buoys on the way back to pick up, I hope. Anyway, I thought I'd update you guys. We got quite a bit and 1 balloon, and I got 2 more balloons to pick up. So yeah, there's quite a bit. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So progress has slowed down a lot, but check out how many I've got. So I've got 3 high flyers, 2 which are buckled in my belt back there, 2 balloons, 3 balloons, and a bunch of buoys. So instead of like walking the island and then going back, I'm walking so far with one bunch and then dropping them there and walking back. So back and forth and back and forth, but hopefully I can get this knocked out soon. I've been at it for 3 hours now. This rocky terrain is just so hard to pull buoys over. Anyway, we're gonna get it done. So we're here, we made it back to the aggravation. We are a lot less buoys. I put them all in the water and there's a long rope attached, so I'm hopeful that when I go to the other side I can sneak in there and grab them and get out before my boat beaches. But we'll see how the approach is when I get there. We've got 2 or 3 high flyers. So now let's get the aggravation. There's literally less than a foot of water here. My boat's getting it no problem. Luckily this boat only draws 6 inches of water without the motor. Really all your depth is in the motor in these boats. I'm gonna go take a peeky poo and see if I can get those balloons, but the wind's picked up and I'm not really that hopeful that I'll be able to get them, but we'll see. See in a bit. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the balloons and buoys right here, right off my bow. And unfortunately, it's so rocky and there's a bit of a swell on, and I'm not really comfortable with bringing my boat right into there. So to get into there with this boat is very dangerous. This boat's so big. It's not big in terms of size of a boat, but to get into the rocks, the wind catches it so easily. Like there's no way I'm gonna risk my boat getting in there. So hopefully one day we can come back and collect the rest of them, but unfortunately today that's it. Okay, so I've made it back home safe and sound. But unfortunately I didn't get all of them, as you've seen in the last clip, but I did manage to get 3 high flyers and 2 buoys and a balloon, so it's a small victory. So I'm gonna clean this up. Since you guys have already seen it, I'll leave that be, but before I let you guys go, I want to show you all the buoys and balloons that I have left, because I did sell some because the owners claimed them. But right now I've got all these. None of the owners have claimed them. One of them said he didn't want it because it was broke. And these are unclaimed. And then these are all the no-name brands. Don't mind my pups. But these are the ones from Flat Island. And all these are from Mud Island. And plus a couple crates that I brought home because they were in good shape. But I still got plenty of buoys and stuff. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, but nobody wants them because, you know, even though they're cheap, they're all broken up. Some of them aren't in good shape. And anyway, with that being said, if you like the Aggravation Nation and its content, the way you can support my channel and get us to that 1,000 subscriber mark is subscribe yourself. So don't forget to subscribe, and when you're subscribed, you get a chance to win a hat. So with that being said, have a good one. Aggravation Nation out.